Hi, I'm Jen
And I'm Steve-O.
from Toucan Travel.
And so can you.
Over the past 6 years, we've shared about the different insurance options for travelers and what we have personally done for insurance, both on our blog and on this YouTube channel.
This year, we decided to switch from Safety Wing to Genki's Explorer insurance. The main reason we switched was because we had a 1-month trip planned to the US to visit family, and the Genki Explorer plan allows US passport holders to stay in the US for up to 42 days, so that made more sense for us.
We also started looking more into Genki's more comprehensive medical insurance options called Genki Native, both the basic and premium plans. Since we're doing all this research for ourselves, we thought we would make a video to share this information with you too. We know insurance can be confusing, and Steve-O did a ton of reading and distilling this information down to put this together.
This video is for educational purposes only, and you should always read the fine print of any insurance policy before signing up. We'll leave links for the official documentation for all the insurance policies we're talking about in the description box below. So let's get into it.
Genki is based in Germany and has been offering travel insurance since 2021. Genki offers two different kinds of policies, Genki Explorer and Genki Native, basic and premium.
The Genki Explorer plan is for people who want coverage for accidents and emergency medical care only. To open the kimono a bit, that's the plan we currently use. We always have travel insurance when we're on the road, and we're willing to pay out of pocket for preventative care like annual checkups or dental work because it's just so much more affordable abroad than it is in the USA.
The Genki Native plans offer more extensive health coverage for people who spend most of their time living outside of their country of residence. This could be full-time travelers, long-term immigrants or expat, people who work in a foreign country, or really anyone who just wants more preventative care covered by their insurance.
It is important to note that Genki is only international health insurance. That means there is no coverage for travel-related issues like lost luggage, theft, or trip cancellation. None of that is covered by either the Explorer or Native plan. However, you may already have some of these coverages if you have a travel credit card. Let's start with Genki Native.
Both offer comprehensive coverage ranging from minor injuries and common illnesses to more major things like cancer and diabetes or medical emergencies and accidents. The biggest difference between the two is that the premium plan offers more specialized care for things like vision, dental, mental health, alternative medicine, maternal, and preventative care. We'll go into the more specific differences between the plans later.
Genki's Native coverage covers people from any country. That's the good news. The less good news is that the age limit is 55 years old, meaning that you can be at most 55 when your coverage begins. But if you sign up before you turn 55, you can be covered indefinitely as long as you keep paying your premium. To apply for a Genki Native policy, you have to provide basic information about yourself and submit a medical questionnaire, things like your height, your weight, medications, disabilities, stuff like that.
You will also need to disclose any long-term illnesses or pre-existing conditions. Those may not necessarily disqualify you from getting the insurance, but they may affect your premiums. Do not lie on your application. The company holds the right to cancel any policy that is issued under false pretense.
Genki's Native plan allows you to visit any country in the world, even those with travel restrictions. However, coverage in the USA and Canada is limited to 30 days per insurance year. And you're only covered for accidents and emergencies up to 250,000 euros. That limit is for every policyholder across the board, even if the USA or Canada is your country of residence and you have the premium plan. Medical transport out of the USA and Canada to another country to receive treatment is possible with prior approval.
Genki's Native plan has a 12-month minimum that is charged monthly and can be paid by credit or debit card. When you sign up, you're locked into that plan for a year and can only cancel under extreme circumstances. After the first 12 months, you can request to cancel your plan on a month-to-month basis. You can renew your coverage after the first 12 months. However, your premiums will increase over time as you age, which is the case with all insurance.
There are many variables to consider when it comes to the price for Genki's Native coverage. Things like your age, whether you want the basic or premium plan, and how much you want your deductible to be. To get a Genki Native quote, you'll need to provide Genki with your basic information directly on their website, and then they'll contact you to schedule a consultation call with them. You'll have to answer a few questions about your lifestyle, travel plans, and things of that nature. After the call, you'll get a link where you can review your customized plan and can sign up online. We'll leave the link you need to contact Genki below.
Genki's Native plan has different deductible options of 1,500 or €0 per year. A deductible is the amount of money a policyholder pays before their insurance starts to pay for covered expenses. The lower your deductible, the higher your monthly premium. If you receive inpatient care, meaning if you're hospitalized, then you're covered without having to pay the deductible.
Coverage with your Genki Native plan can begin as soon as 7 days after you submit your application. However, some benefits do require a waiting period, and we'll get into those next. Let's start with what is covered by both plans. Both Genki Native Basic and Premium cover all types of accidents, emergencies, and common medical ailments, sports injuries, all sports, free choice of doctors and hospitals, inpatient and outpatient, chronic conditions, for example, cancer or diabetes, with prior approval during application, inpatient and outpatient medical treatment, and inpatient psychiatric care. On top of all of that, the Premium plan also provides coverage for preventative care like checkups and vaccines up to €250 per insurance year. Alternative care like homeopathy massages up to €500 per insurance year. Dental care with a 12-month waiting period for certain treatments up to €2,000 per insurance year. Maternity care after a 12-month waiting period. Vision care up to €250 per insurance year. And inpatient and outpatient psychotherapy with prior approval.
Of course, no travel insurance policy covers everything. Genki Native does not cover professional sports, so if you get paid, it's not covered. Active participation in a war, but a journalist covering a war zone would be covered. Lifestyle products like hair growth, weight reduction, and contraceptives are not covered. It is possible to get covered for pre-existing conditions, but only after you've gone through a review and approval process. If you're traveling for the express purpose of medical care, also known as medical tourism, then that procedure will most likely not be covered by your insurance policy. Medical tourism is not covered. But if you're in a place that can't provide the treatment or care you need, then you may be approved to go get treatment in another country. You can ask for authorization to travel for treatment in these cases.
There is a big difference between Genki's Native, Basic, and Premium plans when it comes to visiting your country of citizenship. With a basic plan, you are only covered for 30 days and up to €250,000, and you're only covered for medical emergencies and accidents in your home country. But with the Premium plan, you are entitled to your full benefits with no limit on how long you can stay in your home country. However, this does not apply if your home country is the USA or Canada. If that is the case, then you are again limited to 30 days and €250,000 and only covered for emergencies and medical accidents, even if you have the Premium plan. Again, medical transport out of the US or Canada for medical treatment can be covered in certain cases with prior medical and insurance approval.
Again, it's important to read the fine print of your policy and check everything for yourself because things can change. There are links below to read more about Genki's coverage options.
Now we'll get into Genki Explorer. Genki Explorer is geared towards travelers who want to be covered for shorter periods like backpackers and digital nomads. Coverage can be as short as 1 month all the way up to 2 years. Your coverage can begin as soon as the day after you sign up, with some stipulations that we'll get into later. Genki Explorer is billed month to month. You could cancel your plan a month in advance and still be covered until the beginning of your next billing cycle.
You can have the same Genki Explorer coverage for up to 2 years. After that, you will not be able to extend that policy and your insurance plan will be terminated. If you want to sign up for a new Genki Explorer plan in the future, you'll have to wait 6 months and then you can sign up again.
It is important to note that any medical condition for which you've received treatment in the 6 months leading up to the beginning of your policy will not be covered, as that would be considered a pre-existing condition. That exclusion also includes any regular medication you may take.
Anyone from anywhere can be covered by Genki's Explorer plan. The only restriction is the age cap of 69.
Nice.
The Explorer plan typically includes a 14-day waiting period, and during that time, only accidents and life-threatening emergencies are covered. However, if you're currently covered by another insurance policy that will cover you up to the beginning of your Genki insurance policy, then you may be able to skip the waiting period. Another way to bypass the 14-day waiting period is to sign up for your coverage while you're still in your home country. But the insurance won't go into effect until you leave your home country.
The price for Genki Explorer depends on 2 factors: your age and whether you want to limit cover in Canada and the USA. As you can see, if I do not want to limit cover in Canada and the USA, that roughly doubles my monthly subscription.
Genki Explorer coverage is extensive and covers things like all types of accidents, emergencies, and common medical ailments, outpatient medical consultations, treatments, and procedures, sports injuries with some exceptions, free choice of doctors and hospitals for both outpatient and inpatient care, telemedicine, inpatient hospital stays, emergency medical transport, limited emergency dental treatment for pain relief or from an accident, limited mental health care, and limited maternity care after a 10-month waiting period. There is no maximum coverage limit, meaning you'll be covered no matter the cost.
Of course, there are some things that are not covered by the Genki Explorer plan. Things like pre-existing conditions, dangerous activities in sports, professional sports, so if you get paid to play, it won't be covered, drugs and excessive alcohol, active participation in a war, and medical tourism. Another thing that is not covered is medical repatriation, meaning if you choose to go back to your home country to receive care, then your Genki Explorer plan will be terminated once you arrive. Genki leaves that decision up to you.
The Genki Explorer plan covers you for 6 weeks per 180-day period in your home country and only covers you for accidents and life-threatening emergencies.
To be able to be covered in your home country, you need to either begin your policy after you've already left your home country or leave your home country after your policy begins. Again, make sure you read the fine print of your policy so you know exactly what is covered.
Check out the links in the description box below to get more information about both Genki Explorer and Genki Native. Thank you so much for watching, and we'll see you in the next one.
Bye-bye. Red leather, yellow leather. Just drop that in the video.